Alright, guys. Let's see. Why is this shit not centered? Alright. Whoa, 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 no. What's up, man? Alright, so I mean, like it's cool to see gold chests in the kingdom, but for this event, the Fright Night, uh, I think there's more than a 50% chance if you spend like the 35k gems and then 35 bucks, you can max everything. Like you don't need to max this. And I saw at least 3 people in our kingdom max this, which it is what it is. But let's get to the $35 tier. I probably should have said something earlier. Yeah, dude. I think. Oh, let's not name names, but somebody. I think somebody. I'm like 3 gold chests on that. I don't know, dude. That's it. You get a gold key. Oh no. Yeah, I've never actually had leftovers. I think. I don't think I've ever had. Or if I have, I really didn't pay attention. So. Let's see. Wait, how much materials I have? To upgrade stuff to awaken 2. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I should get this mic over. Yeah, but sorry if you already went past the $20 tier. You probably spent more than you had to. And also, if you were going to spend money on something, like do it on that. That's by far the best event in the game, like relative to the other events. Oh, look how close I am. I am 8,360 VIP points away from 18, not the max anymore. What's all that? Wait, that's 3,500? Oh, God, I really want to just gem it. I am really, really close. There's some people I want to take down in Canyon, Triple. I'll lock it. Take a look at it. All right, special. Oh no. All right, let's take a look. Guess I'll keep it for now. When does that pass even open? Let me see. Dude, this like wait is forever. Okay, so this is another Mountain Warfare. I'm probably actually I am gonna buy that, which is annoying because I don't know what kind of fighting we're gonna get. Oh yeah, yeah for sure the siege. I mean I can only get one more iconic before for that altar, right? I don't know if I should use it on a siege march or something else. But like how long is this? I feel like this is gonna be at least like 4 or 5 days, right? Before that altar fight. Dude, these I don't know if it's HA or what, but this down like this between fights is crazy. I didn't think HA was boring before, but they're dude. I don't know, man. Yeah, right. Like we had a fight what last Wednesday, lasted a few hours. It almost feels like I can't remember when we had our last fight. It was last Wednesday. Oh yeah? We should sign up for that next CBK. I think everyone in the kingdom would be cool with just going for like a fun, tough KVK map, right? Like fuck it. Like whoever's on the map, trying to make the Diplo work, just have fun. You know, like I think we're at a place where next KVK, if we lose, fine, but we had a fun, like tough fight. At least that's where I'm at. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so for this, I always buy the 30 and the 50, so I spend 80 gems a day. What's up, Chad? How's it going? So Warriors Unbound is non-stop fighting. All right, is that available for the next one? Let's sign up for that. I'm going to push strongly, you know, like you have an easier time or you just have like a fun, tough fight. Give me the fun, tough fight for the next one. Well, welcome, Chad. You know, any questions, anything you want to talk about, just want to hang out, whatever you want. There's really not too much going on. It got a little exciting earlier. Let me show you guys. So these guys actually decided to build out. You know, they actually burned a flag. Okay, they burned their flag. They built over here. I thought maybe they would just keep building over and then like let 88 maybe come over. Like, what is this? Is this one troop? It's got to be one troop, right? No, it's not a one troop. What are these guys trying? I was hoping maybe they would try to like establish some territory in the zone and give us some fun, but looks like there's nothing. So yeah. They get artifact. I think the best use of artifact, unless you're going to do something with Attila, and like maybe like Lucio or something, which I don't have, is actually YSG. Essentially, you're taking an archer and putting it behind a cav, right? I think YSG is probably the best, just because of like that ridiculous skill damage increase, and then the AOE. I got to run Joan YSG like 2 KVKs ago, and it was pretty sick. It did better than, like, Joan YSG did better than Nev Joan for me. Ooh, 6? I'll take it. How close am I? That's the other thing. Like, at some point, when do I just max this guy, right? I'm probably 150. No, it's 80, right? This 75 or 80 at the end. 150. I'm like 180 to 200 sculptures away. Trinity, that's your question? Do I still shave it or does it just say smooth? I gotta shave it every week because my hair actually grows out pretty quick. So if I don't shave it every week, it starts getting a little too long, and then it's actually way more challenging to shave it, and it kind of hurts. You think we're gonna get a new siege in January? I don't know. Right, like, cause I don't see them doing like siege, and then engineering, and then tabs, right? Like it's almost like it's either gonna be siege engineering or they're gonna combine them. How much KP did I gain? Not a lot. I got what, like 160 mil so far. I did not get much KP. It doesn't hurt when it gets a head stubble. Not when you shave it early enough, which is why I have to do it every week. If it's longer than a week, it starts hurting. Here's the sad thing. Plato isn't even here anymore for me to try out my VIP 18 on him. I'm like 3,900 VIP points away. I was actually able to get him towards the end though, before we migrated over. Like, he could always get me, but I could actually get him too. Oh shit! I forgot to do this. I mean, I feel like it doesn't even matter what you pick, right? Do the same shit every time. Do I have a certain set day every week to do it? Sunday evening. So this is what, from 2 days ago? 2 days ago? Yeah. There's a lot of questions about my head shaving habits. You know, read Trinity. You need to learn to read the title. The title says "ROK Q&A" and chill. If I wanted all kinds of questions, I would have made it an AMA. You'll come check on Monday to see the smoothness? I mean, it's Tuesday. It's not that far off. Out? Oh, I'm out. What do you get here? The rewards in this thing are terrible. Ah, 650 gems. Alright, I guess. 162891016. Rate the profile. All right. I mean, one, it's young as hell, but let's see. 628911016. So this account was made probably like June. This one, right? June of 23. So what, we're like a year and 4 months in. A year and 4 months in. It looks like it's native to that. So it's in KVK 5. How do you want me to rate it? Like A, B, C, D, like 1 through 10? How do you want me to rate this? 7.2 mil deads. Okay, so just looking at this only. Let's see. Where's this? Profile picture matters a lot. What? I guess this is his enemy or something? Oh, no. Alright. Oh. Guys have some memes. Jesus. 1 through 10. Um, I'll give two answers, okay? So if you're comparing it to all the accounts out there in ROK, all of the accounts. This is in KVK 5, 16 mil. I would give it like a 9.2, right? I would say it's probably better than like 92% of all the accounts out there. Now, if you want to evaluate this account from like a fighting account, probably like a 4.5. Like when I consider fighters, it's not bad, but if they're in KVK 5, right? Probably this is from KVK 4. And if you killed 16 and you only healed 6, you just, I don't know, you took a nap, right? And if you did that and you started at 1.4, this is probably like a big spender early game and then just kind of fell off, right? So probably did really, really well KVK 1 and 2. And then just kind of like fell off, or, you know, I don't know, someone else acquired this account and then just wasn't spending the same. This has that feel. So I remember oh, okay, so you're currently in KVK 5. That's how much you got. Okay, so if that's the case, if you're at 40 mil kills in KVK 5 and you had no kills KVK 1 through 4, that actually kind of changes the context. I would say like, I'll probably move it up to like what, like 5.5, 6, right? But like obviously a lot of potential to move up. You know, without seeing more, right? Like that's the best I could give it right now. So, oh, Panther, thanks, dude. Yeah. 6 with a potential for more. Someone sub? But just like compared to all the accounts out there, dude, that's like better. That's like a 9.2, right? But you're talking about like, okay, this account's like, hey, I want to migrate over to you guys. We wouldn't take them now. Will we take them in one more KVK? Maybe, probably not. Maybe 2 more. There's like a chance, and not because like it can't be good. It just like there's a lot of unknowns. Like, you know, we need to see it. We need to see it proven a little bit. So yeah, nice, dude. 700 mil. So you got about half of all your KP in KVK 5 compared to KVK 1 through 4. I mean, full disclosure, right? I think I in KVK 4 I got like 500 mil, 500-ish, and I ended up at about 700 mil, which is about where you were at after KVK 4. And I got like another like 5 or 6 after KVK 5, and then like about 8 or 7 or 8 after KVK 6, and then like 2 bill in KVK 7. So, you know, a lot of times it's just opportunity, right? Oh, I also just didn't have an opportunity until I went to 68. So yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard, dude. Like, I mean, I have freaking 9 mil KP right. I mean, yeah, I have 9 mil kills right now, you know, and our zone 5 fight's over. It was over before it started. Okay, what am I gonna do? Well, let's actually mess around with this. Dude, 35 bucks only gets you 15 of these? Dude. What if I just get super lucky and just finish the wheel right here? So what's annoying with this is if you spend the 35 bucks, right? So you get the 5, 10, and 20. If you don't get it, you literally have to spend 50 bucks to finish it out. So it's like, depending on how lucky or unlucky you are, if you want to max this wheel, it's like a $50 difference, you know? They probably planned that, and I'm not very lucky right now. I'm not very lucky. All right. All right, let's see. Odin, you're migrating to a high A just because it's hard to get KP and low A, high B. Which kingdom are you going to? Or can you not say?
Carnage. There's nothing better than the pain of my enemies.
Loyalty, order, sacrifice, honor.
Actually ask for the title. Plato's game is crashing. Every barb you kill, your game crashes. That's terrible. Well, if Plato was in the HA with us right now, he would be chaining just fine. Let's see. Alright. Interesting. Alright. For high A MKD, how far would you take your third, fourth equipment set before starting another set? So let's see. So especially if you're a younger account, right? For Inv, I think if everything is iconic 1, and then with the Karok's humility, it would be good enough. Assuming, I'm just gonna pretend you're mid spend, and you do pop ups into Mountain Warfare, right? Because like tech does matter a lot. For Cav, I think you could probably get away with the Heart of the Saint. And also having the purple legs, and probably still like be able to be competitive enough. And then Archer, you could do the revival helm, right? Because like any other option you have is giving you attack. So Archer, definitely the chest. The legs, and then the boots you want for sure. So I think legs, chest, boots, and gloves to iconic 1 at least. And you could actually have the I forgot the name of the purple weapon. And the boots, you for sure want to get it to at least Awaken 4. Oh, 3217. Lilith cracking down on F2P value, dude. I don't know, man. They need to balance that a little bit better. Let people like just grind If you're a grinder, you could chain 10 hours a day. Like, that should count for something, man. To check Margaret. What am I checking Margaret? He's asking me about equipment. You're getting some accounts from 960? All right. Hopefully that works out, man. Let's see. Yeah, use 2 epics on your 3rd set. Well, like people... So for example, right, let me tell you guys right now. If I actually upgraded this ROK humility to Eternal Night, it would do worse. If I put an iconic crystal on that Eternal Night, so this is iconic 1, it would do worse. I think when you get it to Awaken 2, then it will be slightly better than this ROK humility. So like, is it annoying that I have a freaking ROK humility with the gold? Yes, but if I'm going to be short on iconic crystals, then that's just by far the last thing I'm going to upgrade, right? Like right now I have my siege set. I should probably put, that's fine. I'm not, like, I don't have one iconic crystal on there, right? So like, it just is what it is. Yeah. I don't know why they just keep overloading infantry with more defense. Right? Like even like Ragnar Prime is all defense. Like every freaking infantry commander, you just get more defense. Like I mean, it's obviously on purpose, but kind of crazy to me. All right, let's actually get this Bastion. If there's not a rune, I'm just gonna freaking get Duke and then just go for it. Oh no, come on. There's no rune? There's one hiding here. Oh, freaking health. Okay, I don't think I want to march this far. I think I'm just gonna get Duke. Training speed 10%. How long is this march? 17 minutes? Alright. Well, it'll be faster, right? So we'll do belly. CC. 10 minutes? Alright, I can handle that. Do some other stuff in the meantime. Oh, really? Okay, let's see. Wait, there's a 15%? Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Here you go, keep. 941. Some people in. Alan wants to come in? Oh, no. I don't have an officer. Never mind. He has a broken ties. Yeah, he's in my DMs asking if the game's crashing. I guess every time he kills a barb, it crashes. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, remember, courtesy of Panther, man. Yeah, this is the remastered Heroic Anthem. Armaments play a huge role. You can get away with worse gear if your armaments are solid. That's true. Hopefully we get a better KVK next time. I mean, it's part of it's our fault, right? Like the way we had everything set up, like we're fighting these kingdoms. It's such a crapshoot. Jingzi was on earlier, so apparently like warriors and bounds like non-stop fighting. I feel like I almost like not even almost. I just a pulse on the kingdom and like the people that are here. I think we would all be okay with taking a much harder KVK next one and then just like fighting it all out, and we lose, right? But actually getting to test something. All right, guys. Let me show you how I'm gonna bet this. I am going to bet the underdog. 1,500 on the underdog. That's it. How do I feel about the future of the new kingdom? It feels good. I really like the group we have. We have some like really good people. I would say it's very, very active. It's been fun working together, right? At first, it felt very overwhelming. I'm like, dude, like, I feel like I have no life. I just have to do everything. And then now I feel like I'm just doing as much as like the other group of maybe like 20. We all have like stuff we're responsible for. It just kind of, you know what I mean? It's you know, kind of like a things just kind of started like falling into place. Like people will step up to do different things. It's been really cool. Right now, we haven't really been tested too hard. And you really just know, like, you know, everyone could be cool when there's no adversity, right? So when there's some adversity, it'll be interesting to see how we react. But so far as like people stepping up to do different things and then things go in the right direction, I feel pretty good about that. Oh, Trinity's back, but actually asking a ROK question. Are we gonna shoot for A seed? Yeah, so like realistically, right, there's probably gonna be some people that we cleanse. You know, there's some natives we decide to keep around, and then you know, that's just the nature of after every KVK. I think the goal would be to take probably about 20. You know, it might go a little more. I actually think if we wanted to, we could probably take like 40 after this. I don't think we're gonna do that. And then I think it's good to probably be like a low A or mid A next KVK. We just need more time to build out the shells. I think the territory for the shells are mostly done. But right now, realistically, we only have like 2 shells that are max tech and really ready to use, right? So I think like by the next KVK, hopefully we could use like 6 or 7 shells along with the main, and then finding like a low mid A, I think will be one of the strongest low mid A kingdoms. And then hopefully we just pick like a good fighting map, right? And you know, get really tough fights, you know, and then see if we win or lose. But that's where I would like to see it happen, and probably do the first pop after this. So then by the time the Kingdom fighting is over for this next KVK, we can actually do OL, right? We're in a realm that shouldn't be that competitive, or not as competitive as the one we're in before. Jake the dog, thanks for subscribing. So we shouldn't be in a realm that's as competitive as the one 68 was in before. So making a run at OL, and then that's kind of like the short medium term plan, right? So low mid A, probably first pop, pick like a really fun fighting KVK, and then just let the chips fall where they may, win or lose, and then you know, make a run at OL, and then realistically probably high A after that, right? So, yeah. I mean, recruiting is the easiest part for us. Chill, yeah. First pop, dude. Come on. There's no long waits. even if you first pop, I feel like the downtime is still way too long. What part am I responsible for now? I think it's like probably like managing all the different aspects of the kingdom, and then specifically where I have like a lot more just like involvement is like recruiting, right? Like I'm actually doing the recruiting, and then a lot of it is like making sure like the different parts of the kingdom are working the way it should, and it's actually a lot, right? So if you actually look at my farm right now, every one of these farms is holding R5 in these shells, right? And then this one was actually in the main alliance before, so I could do the forts. So right now, but freaking my farm 8 was City Hall 24 upgrading to City Hall 25 when I entered Lost Kingdom, and then even though I upgraded it, it wouldn't let me outside of the starting zone, so I had to pass R5 to my main farm. But like every one of these is holding R5, so like a lot of it is like, you know, the one troop flags, building credits. Some of them are building out like territory with the one troop flags, things like that. So if I had to say the stuff I'm actually spending the most time on, is actually probably the shells, and then recruiting, and then just overall like making sure like all the different parts of the kingdom are moving towards where they're supposed to. You don't shoot for AC these days. AC shoots for you. Well, yeah, right. Like, like if we take anybody, we're gonna be AC. So we're gonna be AC now. It just, there's a huge range in AC. Like even if you look at our KP right now, we would actually be like in the upper like top 40% out of all the ACs in like KP, right? But our power is actually like near the very, very bottom, which who knows how Lilith does matchmaking. We also should be able to actually take advantage of the domain system next to ABK because they lowered it. So if you look at this right now, right, we have 479 slots, right? I think you need 500, right? So we're already pretty close. Even if you need 600, we won't have a problem getting that for the next ABK. I'm working overtime on my farms. I mean, it's kind of like work, yeah. I do have to log into my farms more than I used to. I see some discussions going on in your Lost Kingdom chat. Does it fill you with pride and joy knowing that your current vice president grew up in a middle-class family? Well, I don't think we're supposed to talk about politics, you know, because it's not a good way to go. So the only thing I will say about that is I want to see substance. I want to see substance. You know, I don't want fluffy words. I want to feel like someone is capable, and then their vision is something that I could buy into. All right. So I got the room. So that's for the Duke. What was this title request? Here we go. All right, give me Duke. In the meantime, I've said enough. You know where I stand now. If I'm saying I want to see substance and I want someone's vision that I can believe in, you know where I stand, then you know that makes it very interesting, right? Alloys, what's up, dude? Thanks, man. You're in 1029, I think. What's your schedule? Are you guys in KVK? Are you guys still waiting? I would love to fight 1029 before we move too high up and in power and KP. That'll be fun. Oh, you guys are taking the next pop? Yeah. We won't be in the same KVK then. We're literally probably gonna take first pop after this KVK. See, wait, what's up, dude? Oh wait, this is wait a minute. Wait, who is this? Who is this in game? Oh shit. Thanks for the five five gifted, dude. Really appreciate it. Oh, PTI there. Okay. PTI, what's up, dude? I'm like, oh, I know this is someone. Appreciate it, man. How's your off season? I'm doing great. Off season boring? Yeah, dude. Off season boring. Like, we literally left 68. The pop showed up 2 days later, and I still feel like I was waiting forever, right? I was just saying, like, we're probably gonna take, you know, whatever, come snipe us. We're probably gonna take first pop after this KVK, and then that way our Kingsland can be done before OL, or like when OL really gets intense, and then we're probably gonna make a run at OL in this realm. So that's kind of like the short-term plan. 20. They're gonna queue you guys to fight you guys, or to be your ally, Yar. Hopefully they make it shorter. Yeah, they can make it a lot shorter, right? Like, if you think about it, if we get to do like 3 days of good fighting, and then rest like 2 or 3 weeks, and then do 3 days of good fighting, rest 2 or 3 weeks, that would be pretty awesome, right? So like, why do you need all this crap? Like, why can't you queue in some mode where you know, you maybe have like 2 weeks of downtime if it's intense, and then you essentially just open up, everyone is right here on the pass, and you go into Kingsland, just fight it out. It could be a 6-hour fight if it's a flop. It could be like a 4-day fight if it's like really, really intense. And then you go back into off season, right? Maybe you have like 2 days to kind of recover and you go into off season. And you could just choose when you want to queue again. You wait 3 days and then boom, right here by Kingsland. Why do we need all of this crap? And then all of this waiting? You know? Like literally right now, we're like, oh, we're going to get an ultra fight in 5-6 days. Maybe. Right, because when you wait that long, the stakes are so high for a good KVK. Where like, if the KVK sucks, right, it's just like, well, screw this, because now if this is a flop and we still have 35 days of this, then we have to go to off season, and then depending on your leadership, if they don't want to do first pop, then you can wait a lot longer. Then you're finally in the pop. Then you have 10 days of matchmaking to finally get pre KVK. Then you have another 6 days before you get in. Then it could be another 10 days before you get fighting. It's just ridiculous. You know, make it shorter. It could definitely be way shorter. And then if you do that, I also actually think a lot of these like top kingdoms that just keep avoiding tough fights because they're afraid to take a L and then just die, like they will be more willing to actually take hard fights. Because if you lose, you know, it's not like, okay, like literally you have to just drown in your sorrows for a month and a half until you get another fight, and then during that time your kingdom could be like, make it shorter. It's actually better for the game, and I hope they do a good job with that. If we do the pop after this, watch out for Christmas timing. So I actually did the math. If we do the first pop, we'll actually enter Lost Kingdom Christmas Eve, right? But that's entering Lost Kingdom. And then usually it's about like 10 days or more before you actually get your first fight. So like getting our first fight like what, like January 5th, January 6th would actually be perfect. Alright, finally unlock this nonsense. So I think for this monument, I think we need oh my god. Dude. It's freaking alright. Get out of the way, let me see. I need 10 epic commanders, right? Why is there a gap there? Did something move by accident? Was this gap always there? Dude. Is this... When did this happen? Let me see. Oh my god. Let me in. How's my KVK going? I mean, if you saw any of our Zone 5, it was over, pretty much over once we got the the fort built. So we were super aggressive, right? Like Zone 5 open. We essentially decided to drop this fort right on their face, like right by their pass. And then we all random TP'd as close as we could, and then we defended it until it got built. So that part was fun because they were forced to really come after us and they could refresh really quick. And then once we got built, this was the most annoying terrain I've ever fought in. So if you look at all this stuff, right? Like you literally could like build a tile and then not even be able to actually have territory to TP in. And so they were defending all around here, so it was kind of annoying. And then once we actually decided to flag around and then just burn their flags from the outside, they kind of just gave up. So that was very short-lived. Whereas up here, they actually, our allies had a lot more intense fighting. They ended up losing this zone, but they actually fought for like 2 or 3 days. Whereas like for us, really the fighting lasted about like 3 hours, right? Then it was just all cheeseburgering and like hard defending like forts, stuff like that. So let's see, let me catch up on this. There's a dude role playing as Trump in the Lost Kingdom chat. God. Yeah, KVK doesn't even need to be 40 days, dude. I think KVK you can make it like 2 weeks, like if you want. You can take out the useless fights and just make it like fun fights. Once the Zig's captured, the KVK needs to just end like 2 to 3 days later. Yeah, could you imagine if the KVK ends 2 days after the Zig opens? That actually would lead to some extra intense Kingsland fights, right? Because you just need to hold out to then, right? So like even if like, okay, long term you might not be able to hold it, like I feel like some kingdoms are going to be a lot more willing to go all out and just like maybe try to capture and just hold the Zig for like 2 days. I don't know. I think it would be a lot more fun. RSS return update. What percentage do I think they would return? So no higher than 50%, right? Kind of like Dead's. Probably 30% if I had to guess. When is the Kingsland? I think it's November 15th. So Pass 7 opens November 12th, and then Kingsland's November 15th. You want a 3 days? Dude, I want a 3 days Zone 5 fight. I got like a 3 hour Zone 5 fight. My favorite Bastion this KVK? So this William one is really, really good, right? Do you really need this? This is really, really good. I think because of Smite, this Joan one, where's Joan? Wait, where's Joan? Yeah, here you go. This Joan one where you just straight up deal 25% more normal damage is pretty broken with Luce, right? Like, so I was running this Joan one and the Herman one, so you're dealing 35% more normal damage on the Luce Alex, and it traded by far the best. Like the second best March was trading like 2.5, 2.7. This thing was trading well over 4 to 1 with these two. So maybe this freaking epic Joan one, but like this William one is really good, and obviously like 30% more counterattack is just pretty broken. So we literally 4-dropped on them, and they didn't even get to touch this, which is kind of funny. Three to 4 days in Kingsland? Yeah, I think 3 days of fighting is about like what I would like, right? Because like if you're playing like 15 hours a day for 3 days, you're pretty tired by the end of that third day, but it's like enough where you're not like, it's not like affecting your health, right? Unless you're doing some crazy thing to stay up. Odin? 3 days to prep when you enter KVK, then 7 days of one zone everyone has access to. That'd be perfect. That would be awesome, right? Like who the hell would not want that? And then you go into off season, right? And now if someone does 2 skips, 4 skips, 3 skips, whatever, you're not gonna hear people complain, because like as soon as you decide to queue, 3 days and you get another like potentially like good fight again, right? Alright, so I should be doing, what bad people touching? Okay, so I think I have every skill. Right. I'm just gonna do this Herman one, I guess. Screw it, I'll just do the Joan one. Hey, like me, just donating leather because I'm lazy. Everyone always cringe when they see me doing Bastion, because I'm like donating mats and stuff. Talk about a quality of life update, you know? You should be able to set like press 1 button and you just freaking, they just decide to, they just pick like what speeds to use to help upgrade this. Actually, a lot more people would go for Zenith if they did that, you know? Like making people hoard these like 50k speed ups. I don't know, man. Or just like straight like gemming it. You should do quality of life, like stuff like that. Yeah, Joan's 4th skill is pretty crazy. Honestly, I've seen people like send me reports in KVK 3 where obviously they're just skipping Alex, right? And they're literally just running Luce with Joan behind it, and it's like wrecking people. And Luce Joan, like epic Joan, in KVK 3, and it'll actually like do okay. It's crazy. Donating mats is a sin unless it's bones, dude. I've been, yeah, I literally do it. I've been doing it every KVK. Oh my god, yeah. You know what? We could come up with a really good list, right? You have the option to just instant max the research center and the mines, like upgrading. That's like, who would not want that? And what benefit does it serve to make you literally sit there and click for like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do that? Being able to just instantly use the speeds to update your troops will be another one. Oh no. Did I mess this up? Oh no, okay, I still have a day and 4 hours. Oh no, I already did 7. Okay, I'm good, never mind. What am I thinking? Those are 2 really good quality of life updates. Someone should suggest that to Lilith. Using universals when I have training speeds to ascend, dude. I have like, I'll just use the neck. I'll use these up on one of the training anyways. I'm lazy. Just let me use the 24-hour. Leave me alone. I have too many speeds. Watching my march is cringe. Oh. You're never gonna catch me chaining, dude. I might chain here. I'll chain for you when I use all of my Kahars. Yeah, like I'll do it right now. Oops. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna freaking chain, man. I'm not wasting my time chaining. I'm not going for top honor. Oh, I have 10 Kahars. Crazy. Right, did I get the 10 here? 9? Alright. Here, I'll chain for you. Who is it? This will make up for my lack of chaining. I actually looked. If I went for Zenith this last one, I would have like 300 or 400 days of speeds going into this KVK. Like I have a lot. I don't have that much. I think I have like what, like 22, 2300. Like it's. I'm not gonna run out in a KVK, but if I went for Zenith, I would actually run out. Alright, where's my Richard? Alright, man. I'm gonna chain for you. This is for you. Get a little healing. I mean, this doesn't matter. Let's see. Five much all the Kahars? I think people will literally just like log off if they saw me 5 much all the Kahars. Okay, let me think. How do I want to do this? I can probably time it like this. Oh my god, this freaking Kahar. Okay. Pull this over here a little bit. Wait till universal health. Oh my god. Dude! Is this what people that chain have to deal with now? What happened to the range of these barbs? This is terrible. felt like that thing barely walked over and just gave up. I don't think I'd catch that one up there. Every half year they take away from the barb range. Oh no, that Kahara went so far away. I don't know. I don't even know the range anymore. Oh my god, I lost that barb. It's fine. Man, this is why I don't chain. Come, no, get my skill off. No, it's over. It's over. It's gonna die. Get it off. Here we go. It didn't give it to me. What is this? I hate chaining. All right. All right, we'll start up here. Is there another? There's another barb that's closed. All right, dude. All right, why are these things all marching so far from each other? Should have 5 marched them? I have so much AP, it doesn't even matter. Oh, maybe I don't have that much. Let's see. I mean, I'm not like... I never push for honor, so like, they're just kind of sitting there, right? I don't... Alright, let me redeem myself here. That's true, that's a good call. Did not pop up. There's no way I'm... Okay. Basically just taking the freebie here. Here. I'm here to chain to make you guys feel better about your chaining. That's my purpose here. It's definitely a skill issue. How did these all Kaharas get so far from each other? Just out of spite, should I summon this? Is it gonna... Oh, okay, there we go. Look at that. That Kahar made it easier for me to connect them. Alright. Time to redeem myself. Another Kahara quest? No. Dude, they literally just switched the coalition on me. Let's do this. Maybe I'll get another Kahar quest. Nope. Lou Herman is better for Kahars? Why? Why would Lou Herman be better? Oh, let me get Duke again.
J'entends la voix de Dieu dans les cloches qui annoncent la prière du soir.
Spirits, grant me the strength to protect my tribe.
Oh, Zuge Herman? So last time I tried to do, I think like 8 Kahars. By the end, my ZL Herman was so low. But I guess like this is still yellow, right? So it's slightly better. But it was so low, I literally didn't know if it would actually be able to kill the last Kahar. So, you know, maybe a skill issue. Could be a skill issue. Now the question is, should I upgrade a VIP 18 or just let it accumulate slowly? I think I'm gonna let it accumulate. Oh, it's a new week. Isn't there usually like a fort one? Are these random? Why is my hospital screaming to be healed? No, that's fine. I mean, unless someone like kills my gathering marchers or something. Yeah. But then I'll just lose some siege. What was it saying? Alright, let me use my training speeds for this person that didn't like it earlier. There we go. Oops. There we go. Now all my training speeds are gone. Everett, what's up, man? How am I feeling about my siege march? So here's my equipment. So usually I'll run this with a horn, right? Horn and Delanes. I actually just crit this yesterday. I forgot I had a bunch of the some blueprints set, and I got lucky. I critted it. But I have no iconic crystals on here, and then here's my armaments. So usually, if you look at that equipment, you're like, oh, okay, like it's, you know, it could be better. And my Gajamata is only 5552, right? I guess I could max them. I'm just waiting. But for some reason, I realized I haven't actually run into someone that I've invested that much more into Siege yet. So whenever it's like 1v1, I actually end up doing really, really well, right? So this thing's trading really positive. If I actually put the iconics and put more into it, would it do a lot better? Yes, but it's actually already doing more than good enough. Bro popped an expansion for Bastion Quest. Of course, dude. Quality of life, man. I don't want to go over there click that thing a bunch of times. Toby, what's up, dude? Does it get more KP than your 4th or 5th March? Here, let's pull it up. I would say no, because when you're running field and siege marches, there's just more opportunities to use the field marches because you can't use siege and field at the same time in a lot of circumstances, right? So, for example, for this, right, we're here and we're obviously winning and we're pushing onto their territory. Wait, not here. What am I doing? When we drop here, we're pushing onto their territory. I can't bring my siege over there, right? Because if I freaking set it up, they're just gonna cheeseburger the crap out of it. We're literally just bring out all their marches to swarm it. It's like anyone that's used siege along with field marches or just use siege would know. Siege is really, really good as bait. So that's why, like, I actually recommend for almost everyone to run T4, right? Because one, it's really cheap to heal, but also what you're losing with T4 is you lose a lot more tankiness, but a little bit of damage output, which doesn't really matter that much for siege because most of the time you sit up, right, you're getting free shots anyways. And then here, let me pull up the reports manager though. There we go. Right, so the siege is trading well, but I can't use it all the time because we're massively winning. So it probably doesn't have as much kills as like my 4th or 5th march or 6th march. But it's just because it's not getting as much opportunity. So here's a reports manager. No, I don't want to exit. By Cubus Mike. And I will say something that I don't think should be that controversial, but it might be taken that way. For all these people that are saying this march is better than this other march, if you don't have a reports manager, I don't know how you can actually make that determination. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this is from August. We don't want August. So let's start from that to that. Okay. What's happening? Okay, 92 plus driver. Okay. So I don't know if I could zoom in more. Right. So Luce Alex KP ratio is over 4, by far the best. Right. If you look down here, my Gajamada Cordoba, it's actually from a trade standpoint the 3rd best. My 2nd best is actually Herman YSG. I keep telling people this march is really underrated. It always seems to do really well for me, and it's actually my 2nd best archer march. Like my best equipment when I'm running 2 archers is actually on my ZL Boudica, right? But if you look at the actual total kills, Lucha Alex has 46 mil, or 46 mil KP. The 2nd best is actually my Nevsky William with 22 mil. And I think that's because I have 2 special inscriptions on that one. It's by far my best armament set on there now. And then my siege is actually when I'm running somewhere. So I'm not going to count the ZL Herman, right? So it's actually running 5th out of 7. It has more kills in the. Well, that's not fair because my 2 archer marches, I was using 1 archer march. I used those at the end. So it might be last, but it's trading 3rd best, right? And just like full disclosure, it was actually, the ratio was actually much higher, but I kind of got impatient. So towards the end, when they had some force left, I literally would just go and let them cheeseburger me, and I was not taking as good trades just to get a little bit more KP because there were just nothing, you know. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Once we get hopefully we get like a little bit more competitive fighting, I can give you a more accurate data. You have 1100 gold head in KVK2 in your main cav. What should you do? So don't be main cav. If you're talking about being main because you're rally garrison, once you get to KVK3 and beyond, it's going to be a while again. Like if you want to be in any kind of competitive kingdom before you're like counting on to rally garrison again, right? So you just want to actually do what's the best for open fielding. So get to KVK 3, see what the landscape is like. The first invest should probably still be Lucia at that point, and then you go from there. Fluxy, Snorlax, what's up, dude? Trinity, what I'm saying is pretty much what you're experiencing as well, yeah. With the siege, I think that's what you're saying. Odin, firstly, don't mean a troop type. Yep, that's what I said. If you're set on a cav, it's fine, and save everything in KVK 3. Most likely Nev Joan or Nev new cav out. Here's why you definitely don't want to go for cav first in KVK 3. Because out of the 3 main field troops, cav is the closest one to coming out with the next commander, right? And like it literally compare better with Nevsky or Belly or Joan or Hoa. We just don't know. So like trying to get 2 endgame cav marches right now as your first invest, like the shelf life of that is for sure going to be really, really low. It's just not worth it, right? Whereas Luched, I think is the best commander in the game, right? You have a little bit longer, and even if a new commander comes out, way more likely than not that that commander will pair well with Luched regardless. So like, why not go infantry first and see from there? Your Xeno Hera did better than your Hera YSS on your wall against a rally. That's interesting. Well, it depends on what they rallied you with, right? Yeah, you can use the siege as bait. Like, it's actually awesome. You know, like that's actually one of the reasons why the trade for this is only 2.47 to 1, because I'm running all T4, right? So I'll set it up. Fine. Like, you know, if they want to come out and swarm it, and as they're swarming it, I'm like attacking them with other field marches, and this T4 doesn't quote unquote do as well, right? Overall, it's actually, if they're hitting that, they're not hitting my other marches. It's actually a massive positive. So, and people, it's like moth to a flame, dude. People love going after the siege. They hate that thing. They think it's weak. And surprisingly, actually, Gajamada is very, very tanky, right? So let them swarm that. You know, you lose the battle, you win the war, so to speak. When do I think the new CAS will be released? JNC came on earlier and said like engineering or leadership will be in January. So we're looking at what on average like 60 to 70 days for the next one. So next CAV will probably be what, like March, maybe April. You have to disagree. If your friend is meta Rally Garrison as a native in KVK 5, so he just spent a shit ton and has 15 iconic, crit everything, and crit, but not awaken accessory. Okay, so if you're a meta Garrison or Rally in KVK 5, you're either a massive, massive spender, and even then you probably still can't get there without really sacrificing open fielding, or you really sacrifice open fielding from early on. You essentially dumped everything into like 1, 2, at most 3 marches, right? Neither of those options for the vast majority of the players are advisable, right? Unless you're just, your thing is Rally Garrison and you don't care about open fielding, which I rarely find people like that. Don't be a captain like this early on. It's just not worth it, right? Like, oh no, I don't think Jackie was here. Jackie messaged me earlier. So Jackie is in KVK 5 right now. And his first year, he spent 90K, right? He literally only has 5 field marches, 5 meta field marches, right? But he's so behind in commanders. He's like, oh, should I, you know, I kind of want Ragnar, but I don't have enough gold heads. I kind of want Asher. I don't have enough. I still need to do Hera. I need to do Gorgo, right? He spent 90K the first year. So for someone to be sent 90K in the first year and still feel like that in KVK 5, for your friend to actually be meta Garrison, he either spent a lot more, or he overly specialized in that, or you know, I don't see a third option. So which part of my advice would you not agree with then? Luke C. Should I get the commanders I get to 5511 or 5551 and then max them? Or should I max commander at one time? It depends on the commander. So if it's like Luched, you want to max them. If it's someone like ZL, Herman, Nevsky, which I don't recommend investing in right now. Joan, you actually want 5115, right? Which is a lot harder to get. But for like those commanders, especially when you first get to KVK 3, I think doing 5511 for both is the way to go. Because if you do 5511 for both, that's 360 gold heads, right? And 5511 for those commanders will be better than almost any early game legendary you invest in at expertise, right? Like if you give me 5511 ZL or expertise YSG, I probably would actually take 5511 ZL by a hair. So might as well get there first for like a little over half of the normal gold head costs to expertise someone. Now Luce, I say expertise because his expertise is so freaking good. Like the difference between expertising him and not expertising him, you're probably getting like 30% extra output just from expertising him. And because he's that good, he's probably the only one I would say, like, if you're short on gold heads and you're investing in him, like he's still worth that expertise. Yeah, but if like, right, Jackie has 5 field marches, he has 120 gold heads right now, and he has all these like rally garrisons he needs to work on. And your friend is a native and he's doing that in KVK 5? I don't know, dude. The guy's probably spent like 150, 160 grand in the game already. Do I think Nevsky is replaced before Joan? For sure. So right now you have 3 single target calves that are damage amplifiers, right? Belly, Hua, and Nevsky are all doing that. Literally, they're fairly interchangeable. Like, Belly is definitely the most underrated one. And part of his problem is I mean, you could try to use him as a primary, but you wouldn't really want to. Whereas the other two, whereas like Hua, you almost have to have him as a primary, right? And then Nevsky can technically be both. Ideally, he's a primary, just because ideally you could run a AoE behind him, and then the AoE behind Nevsky gets the extra skill damage boost. So there's pros and cons to all 3, and like because you have such like duplicates, right? Like he's already kind of replaced. Out of the 3, I probably still like Nevsky the best, but like he's not as valuable. Whereas like right now with Joan and William, those are your 2, well maybe technically like XY, but people don't use them, right? Those are your 2 AoE cav commanders. So even if they come out with another AoE cav commander, you know, and like there's a chance you could pair that AoE cav commander with William and Joan as well, right? Or if you're choosing between Joan and William to replace the AoE, you probably would bench William and still keep Joan, right? So like Joan to me is by far the safest. What's I gonna do? Let's finish this up. Oh wait, I'm already done with that. Can you make a video on transition in KVK 3 or SOC? I already have made a few videos, you know. Also depends on which part. I probably have like 3 or 4 videos on that transition. From equipment to what to do with your commander gold heads to when armaments are available right before KVK 2, how to go about it. Like I've made videos on all of those. Your whole William is interestingly enough trading almost as good as your Luchet. I mean, William is so good. He's so underrated, right? Right, if you look here, my Nevsky William is doing better than my Juan Scipio, doing better than my Joan Belly. Not doing as good as the Gajimata. Doing better than my ZL Herman, actually. Right? Like, William is good, man. People keep saying, like, he's old. He's, like, I don't know. That's actually probably going to be my next video. Like, the amount of value Williams bring on the field, even if you have a reports manager, you can't fully, like, measure it, right? Because, like, he is bringing so much overall value on the field that you can't even measure in the reports, and people just kind of sleep on it. I don't think I'll be benching William anytime soon. Everett, I'm looking for a third March and have 1K gold heads. You have ZL Herman, Scipio LC, and YSG expertise. Should I go for Ragnar or just go for Hua with YSG? I mean, if you have to invest in someone right now, given what you told me, I would definitely not go for Ragnar. I would actually go for Joan. And like in the meantime, sounds like you're probably in KBK like 3 or 4. You could actually run Joan YSG and I'll actually do fine in the mid game. Don't I think losing the 45% defense debuff will be too big? I mean, could be, right? But if you're giving me Joan or Nevsky, I would take Joan over Nevsky right now. Joan actually gives some like group buffs too. Main reason why you haven't maxed Belly is because William has been so good. See, the right play, and I'm actually going to say this, the right play is to actually not invest in Hua, have Joan, have Belly and William, and then Joan and Nevsky. Hua is actually the odd one out. He's running 5th there. That's actually the problem I had. I mean, if you look at the trade for this, right? I noticed this like over and over, and I think anyone that's played this Joan Belly March is way too fast. So like when it fans out, this Joan Belly March is always the one that ends up rotating like into enemy territory. That's actually my complaint with it. So last KVK when I used this, it did a lot better. But also because once your KVK tech gets further along, right, and you have a lot more universal March speed, the March speed difference isn't as noticeable and actually is a little under control. But in like in Zone 5, when I went for the 6th March, so I was a little bit slower in the March speed. It literally just like every time, it would literally just rotate all the way over, and then, you know, like that's always the one that seems to get out of position. What would I do as a first cap march if I had to invest right now? I would not do a first cap march right now. I think the safest invest for the cap is Joan, right? But because I don't know who the second safest would be, and there is no second safest, like whoever you invest in, it's way more likely that the second march will get it replaced, and then the next cap will pair with Joan, right? There could be other scenarios, but even if the next cap doesn't pair well with Joan for sure will have a place for the second march. Whereas like you can make a case either Belly, Nevsky, or Hua could actually be the one left out when the new cap comes out for the second best. Well, just don't invest in Hua. It's actually between Belly or Nevsky, which I wouldn't invest in right now. I was very unlucky on this. So I spent the max gems. I spent 35 bucks. I got 55 out of 60. I literally got 1 out of the 10 choice chests. I guess I got lucky. I got one of these 3 specials. So I just need to, you know, get the 2 other specials and finish it up. I finished everything here. 46 spins, one special, one gold mat. Yeah, it's kind of unlucky. Okay, so how many? I have 21 mats. I could technically awaken 2 things if I wanted to. Right? I could awaken this, get 1% more defense, 1% more health. 1% more defense on the calf. I don't know, man. I'll just wait for the egg to come out tomorrow. Yeah, 9 coins for $50 is freaking ridiculous, dude. I spent the 35, the 5, 10, and 20 for 35 bucks. I got like 15 coins from it. Yeah, we have egg tomorrow here, right? Because the last one was hammer. All right, is this it? Is there nothing else? Oh, just want one troop it. I need to finish the canyon, I think. This VIP. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the day. VIP 18. Oh, you're 93? Yeah, it depends then. I think we get egg. Yeah, too bad I'm not maxing. Freaking right when I'm about to max. Freaking VIP 19 came out. I'm only 2 million points away. Freaking kill me. Alois, are you VIP 19? Your account's old enough, right? Your OCD wants me to hit it now? Dude, trust me, I've been resisting it from like when I was like 70k away. I've actually, yeah, from like 70k away, I've been resisting it. How much I spend in game? I actually have refused to look. I don't even want to guess. You're like 200k of VIP 19. Oh, well, you're 200k ahead of me. I don't even want to guess. Oh, you're 500k away? Nice, dude. I don't really care about SVIP, right? You don't get any kind of like open field advantage. But it's kind of annoying that they actually added some like open fielding stuff. Oh wait, you get what, like 5% attack? Anything else? Like it's not that good, but it's just annoying knowing that it's there and then I don't have it. Yeah, I don't really care too much about the training speed. Like I actually have a abundance of speeds, but 5% universal attack, like it's not that good, but I kind of want it. But 2 million points is a lot, dude. I'll wait for someone to attack me. Oops. 3,900, oh my god. Do a level 5? At that point, I might as well. Wish I could get more than that from here.
wird unsere ruhmreiche Linie weiterführen.
Dude,
Si je n'y suis pas, je n'ai pas
our real fighting was like 3 hours, right? Everything else is just getting cheeseburgered. Like, if you want to go run around and, like, take it, which I did for a bit, but it's kind of annoying. I mean, yeah, I kind of just wish they flipped us, right? If we were here in the top right, we get to just fight fire right away, and the earth gets to fight water. That would have been a lot more fun. I don't know. I don't know why they like to make it diagonal. So you don't really get to meet each other until Kingsland, if there is even a Kingsland. So if you're doing 4 marches, do I think you should do 2 calves or 2 in? I think you should do 2 calves. So I think the best, the best march of each true type right now, calves the weakest. But once you get to the second best march in each true type, I think calves are strongest. And then if you want to get to the third best march of each true type, I feel like calves have an even bigger advantage. So weakest at the top right now, right? Pending the next cav, and then the deepest by far. Oh my god. Who did this? Dude. Are you kidding me? How is there like a food shortage? Alright, I'm just doing my farm, and then I think I'm gonna log. Yeah, 10 mil kills in the first few hours and 12 mil kills over the next days. I wish that we had the next days. I don't even have the next days to fight. Let's see. They refuse to fight. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, see, Odin, that's a problem, right? We talked about this earlier. I don't know if you were on. Right? So when you have this much downtime in KVK, it's just like all this nonsense, right? Like, we literally have to wait another day and something for this freaking zone to open. Then it's like days and days and days, right? November 12th is when this past 7 opens. And then another 3 days and Kingsland opens. And if you get no fight, shitty fights, or something that's just like very anticlimactic, it just like drains you, right? Why don't you just cut out a lot of these zones that people don't really care about anyways, and make it 3 days to prepare once you're in KVK, figure out your Diplo, and then you're in Kingsland, right? And then this zone will be open for 7 days, then it's going to close. So what did they make KVK 10 days? 3 days of prep, potentially 7 days of fighting, and it's going to end regardless. And then you go into off-season, and now you could first pop, you know, in 2 weeks. You can max skip if you want, but whenever you decide to go, it's 3 days to prep. Like, screw the pre-KVK stuff. And you're back in KVK. Like, how many people would actually still be playing this game if they had that? How many of these top kingdoms wouldn't be as scared to take a L? Because you could literally get ready to go fight the next one if you want, right? And it's not just like this like long off season to essentially just like mope about your loss. And then, you know, I feel like you get a lot more better matchups. It's promising. They say they're gonna look to shorten the dead time. Let's actually hope they really, really shorten it. You know, I think that would be really good for the game. Canyon set. Hey, I like it, man. I appreciate the Kingsland. Yeah, Yams. You want to get to Kingsland already, right? That's where like the most fun fight is. You don't have these stupid forests where people could just like hide behind it. You get the open, like it's. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this KVK format was appropriate for like 3-5 years ago, but I think shortening it would actually really help the game out. I missed the fight on day 2. What? Ethel, CC, LSIDs, and cons? What was this? There was a day 2 fight? I don't know, man. I think realistically I have to adjust my goals, you know. I think I'll probably be happy just to get the 1 bill and then just first pop into the next KVK. There's just not enough fighting. If for the rest of this KVK we could have 2 full days of fighting, 1 bill would be pretty easy. I'm just not confident we're even gonna get 2 days of fighting. They were defending their fort for a few hours. That would have been awesome. You have to push top 10 kills for Altark? I mean, realistically, I don't know, man. Like, 1 bill might actually get you top 10 in this KVK. I don't know. We just don't know. This is like crazy. Yeah. Those CKVKs are such a hit or miss. Yeah, I've heard like super fun, like 7-day long fights and low seed. I don't think this will be one of them. I don't know. It probably would have been... Probably actually would have been super challenging and fun if fire and earth were allied and then we were a water. You know, that's... I don't know. So 10 days for your Kingsland? KVK 3? KVK 3 is boring, dude. And that Kingsland, like... I don't think I've ever seen a Kingsland longer than 12 hours in KVK 3. It's known for the shortest Kingsland. KVK 2, out of the early game KVKs, KVK 2 is, I think, is the one where you actually have the most fighting. It's just too bad I was such a noob back then. I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't really take advantage of it. Strife of the 8? Strife of the 8, I heard, is really good. I would like to play Strife. I've never played it before. Someone told me earlier Warriors Unbound is like non-stop fighting. Sounds great. I would like to do that.
The fanciest robes in the world are only half as handsome as a military uniform.
Наши воины объявили бессмертие, пожертвовав собой ради Отечества.
You remember KVK 3, people just getting 0 left and right and center because the zones next to it fall so quickly? That was KVK 2, man. I remember seeing people... Well, people like don't even know like to stay on territory. It's crazy. There's some crazy stuff you see in the early game. Drive the 8 sucks. You either 2v1 or get 2v1. Really? You're the first person I heard that says it sucks. Most people have said that either that's the most fun or Orleans is the most fun. We were actually going to queue Orleans and then they decided to take it out and then put in this remastered HA. Or else we actually would have been in Orleans. Warriors of Mountain Stratagems. We play Stratagems. It was alright. I like how the past 7 opens a lot earlier, right? So you could potentially get more meaningful fights. Now our problem was our opponent decided to fort wall right away, and we literally had to burn through forts for like 9 days. And they literally will come on every hour and heal it, and we'll have to burn it. It was long. You know, like I don't necessarily mind it that much, but that wasn't necessarily fun. You know, there wasn't like open fielding and back and forth. It was just turtling up. Rio Q&A questions. Thoughts on the bus pats emoji in Discords? Oh God. It is what it is, right? What can I say? My KVK 1 and 2 were against OG or Quetta or whatever he was called. OG Spanish cracker, and you called him Baldhead. I don't know who that is. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me on this chill and Q&A session. 120 mil in KVK1. Yeah, that's crazy. When would I stream next? I don't know. I stream just to hang out. Next time I stream a fight will probably be this altar. I don't even know when that freaking altar is. Probably in like 5 days or something. I will be rotating between my Siege March and my Lucha Alex. Wait, oh wait. This is my farm. Like, how do we not reach any of these? Alright, anyways. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you. Wait, actually, is anyone else streaming? I know Plotto was streaming earlier. Let's take a look. No, no one's streaming. Alright, guys. Well, BP was streaming? Yeah. Dude, I outlasted all of them. Alright, anyways. Thank you guys for watching.